So friends, let's see today's Shira Pori or Sanjachi Pori. Now here I've made 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder. Watch the video till the end to know how to make this cardamom powder at home. Now we are going to make the dough for this Sanjachi Pori or Shira Pori. So I've taken 1 cup of whole wheat flour and I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of water. Add a little at a time and you're going to knead this dough to form a nice stiff dough like you would when you're making poris, aloo paratha, chapatis. It shouldn't be very soft. It shouldn't be very, stiff like for puris. It should just be a normal dough that you make when you're making chapatis or puris. Now I'm going to drizzle it with about half a teaspoon of oil and again knead it till it's nice and smooth and firm. And then you can set this aside and we'll now make the Shira. Now this is a different type of Shira for this Shira Pori. It's not like the normal Shira we make. So I'll show you how to make that. So our dough is ready and now we're going to make this nice soft Shira for the stuffing. So here I've taken half a cup of milk and I'm going to add it to my saucepan. And I'm going to add half a cup of water. Now I'm going to bring this to a light boil. So this will take about a minute or two till it comes to a nice boil and then turn off the heat and set it aside. Now you're going to take another pan and heat it up and I'm going to add about 4 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter. Once the ghee is hot, I'm going to add 1 cup of very fine rava or semolina and you're going to fry this really well in this ghee till you get the aroma of the semolina. This is very important to get the right consistency for the stuffing. So fry this really well. Now I'm going to add the cardamom powder. So watch the video till the end, especially for beginners if you want to know how to make cardamom powder at home. Now again mix this cardamom powder really well into this rava that is getting fried in the ghee, and now I'm going to add about 3/4 cup of sugar. You can adjust the sugar as per your taste. You can add less, you can add more. And now again let the sugar mix well with the rava or the semolina. Once that is done, we're going to pour this hot mixture of milk and water and you're going to stir continuously till the mixture starts leaving the sides of the pan and comes together. This took me about 2 to 3 minutes on a high to medium flame, stirring continuously, and you will see that it all comes together like this. So let it completely leave the sides of the saucepan. And then you can lower the heat to the lowest and then just keep on stirring till it all becomes into like a solid, semi-solid form like this. And now you're going to just transfer this into a bowl and let it cool completely before we start making this Sanjachi Pori. So I'm just going to let it cool and you can see that it's very soft. So now we're going to make the Sanjachi Pori. So I've got my heavy iron pan heating up which I use for my dosas. I've just dusted my rolling surface with some whole wheat flour. I've taken a large lemon sized ball of the dough, rolled it till it's nice and smooth, and then I'm going to roll it out to form a puri like this, like you would do with an aloo paratha. Then I'm taking about 2 tablespoons of the shira we prepared and you're going to put it in the center. Just get all the sides of the dough together. Roll it like this, take out the excess, flatten it out, again dust it with a little bit of flour. Now here you can see the tawa is really nice and hot and you're just going to roll it out like you would with an aloo paratha or any paratha that you make with the stuffing. Do it very gently. Now it's very important that the shira has to completely cool because if it's hot then it will start coming out of the dough. So be extremely careful in that with your hands, just, smoothen it out, the edges. And then you're just going to place it on the hot tawa, our pan, flatten it out a bit. And then you're going to roast it really well on both sides. So keep your heat between medium and high and roast it on one side, turn it on the other side. And then you will see that it starts to fluff up a bit like a normal paratha would. And then you just have to drizzle some ghee. So I'm like half a teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon on each side. Spread the ghee out really well. And then again turn it onto the other side and do the same thing. This tastes so good, guys. You have to try it out, and it's an ideal tiffin item to get your kids to have this lovely and healthy snack. It goes very well with a hot cup of tea or coffee at tea time in the evening, or a breakfast item. It's really, really tasty. So do try out this recipe. And our lovely Sanjachi pori is all ready. This is a little fast forward version of the second one that I made. So do try out this recipe, guys, and let me know in the comment section how you liked it. Watch the video till the end if you want to see how I made the cardamom powder at home. And I'll catch you soon in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye. As well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you'll get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye, and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye. Take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.